Hey guys, it's Kayla here. How's it going? I feel like it's been forever and a half since I've sat down and filmed a video. Life has been super hectic and crazy, but I'm here doing the thing, doing the YouTube. As you can probably hear in the background right now, I live on a really busy street and I don't know how the audio is going to turn out all the time. I might be able to edit a little bit, but there might be cars in the background and there's not really anything I can do about that. We're gonna make do for this year. Hopefully it's not too bad, but just a warning if you hear cars and traffic in the background. I'm on the 3rd floor. Actually, it's like the 4th floor of this house, but it's just really noisy outside. Anyways, this video is going to be all about why I chose my major and how you can choose your major, because I feel like the beginning of the semester, a lot of people start stressing out a lot and get really confused about what they want to do, and they think about switching their major. They do switch their major. I'm going to talk about my decisions in choosing my major, which I absolutely love, and some tips just how to make your life easier when choosing your major and how to choose a major that you're really going to enjoy and love. If you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave any comments down below, or subscribe to my channel if you're new, because I'm almost at 700 subscribers and I would really like to hit that. So hit that subscribe button. And now let's get into this video. The first thing I'm going to talk about is why I chose my major. My major is actually journalism and media studies with an emphasis in public relations. And I did not think I would ever major in journalism or like public relations. I didn't think that was for me, didn't think I'd be good at it. But I love my major so much, I really enjoy what I'm doing, and I think it's what I'm good at. Going into college, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I was thinking communications. I really had no idea. I actually applied undeclared everywhere. I didn't have any kind of clue what major I wanted. So I applied undeclared, and I'm glad I did, because I just went into college not stressing about it. I just focused on taking classes, getting good grades my first year, and just kind of figuring out what I really enjoyed and finding a major that worked for me. I figured out I wanted to be a social media manager or a coordinator, so running the social media of different companies, different brands, or also now that I'm in my major, I really like public relations, and just it's kind of a broad field because you're doing marketing, you're doing social media, you're doing public relations, you're doing so much now in all of these fields. They all kind of overlap, and that's what I'm learning about. I'm learning journalism, I'm learning marketing, I'm learning social media, I'm learning public relations, and I really enjoy that because I'm going to be able to do so many different things in my career. If I am not enjoying one thing, I can find another thing. What I really like about public relations and social media is that I can work with any kind of brand or company. I could be working on my own, working for different companies, and I can work in the sports industry, I can work in the fitness industry, I can work in the beauty industry, doing public relations, doing social media for them, or I can work for a public relations company and be doing all of that stuff for lots of different companies and brands. So it's really broad, it's really great, and it really works for me. Like I said before, I went into college with a little idea of what I wanted to do, but I had no idea what major would work best for that, and I ended up really lucky because my major is a top 10 program. I really had no clue what college I wanted to go to, what major I wanted, and it worked out really well for me because I love my college and I love my major, and it's a really good program. I really enjoyed my major and I'm glad I chose my major. So public relations is definitely for me, but it might not be for everyone. So I want to talk a little bit about some tips on how to choose your major and what works best for you. I think the #1 tip to give to kids applying to college, freshmen in college, just kids in college, is that you don't have to have it all figured out right away. I applied undeclared and it totally worked out. It was totally fine for me. People kind of hate on applying undeclared or being undeclared, but there's nothing wrong with taking the time to figure out what you want and what you need to do. So just remember that even if your parents, even if your teachers tell you that you need a major, tell them, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm need the time to figure it out. I don't want to have the pressure of being a certain major and not enjoying it. Your first year and a half, you can just be taking GEs and it won't really put you that much behind. So just take the time to figure out what you want. My next tip is to do your research. When I was figuring out what I wanted to major in, I went on my college's website and really researched anything that I was at least a little bit interested. I really researched it. I really looked at the professors, looked at what I would be learning to figure out if it was what I wanted. And that's what really helped me choose between like communications and journalism and media studies and public relations. I knew communications was kind of broad and it wasn't enough of what I wanted. I wanted something that was pretty specific, would train me more for a specific profession, and it had more to do with social media and the internet than just communicating as a whole. Do your research, look through your college's website, talk to professors in majors that you're considering or who have jobs in field you're considering. Talk to people who are doing it now, because it'll really help you. It will really help guide you into what you want to do and what you want to major in. My next tip is to do what you want, not what you think you have to do. A lot of times kids feel pressured to have a certain major, to be a nurse, to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, but that's not what they want to do at all, or they feel pressured by their friends or anything. Don't fall under pressure of other people, of the world around you. Do what you love. That's what's going to make you most successful in life and what's going to make you enjoy life the most. What you need to do is think about what you love most in the world, what you most enjoy doing, and find a major that suits that. For me, I knew I loved YouTube, social media, the internet as a whole, so I found something that I could do that in. I found something where I'm learning about social media, where I'm learning all of these skills that will make me a good public relations practitioner, a good media person, a good social media specialist, all of those things put together. My major is making me good at those things, and that's also what I enjoy doing, so it's the best of both worlds. Another thing to remember as you're choosing your major is that your undergraduate degree does not have to define the rest of your life. You can major in absolutely anything, and it can take you anywhere. You can change your mind after college and be like, I want to do something completely different, and you can do that. Your undergraduate degree just shows that you learned more, you got some knowledge, you had that experience. College is a great experience, even if what you end up doing later in life has nothing to do with your classes, what you learned in college. Just remember that you can do whatever you want at whatever time. So if you completely change your mind when you're 30 and you want to do something different, do that. What you learned in college, what your degree was in, doesn't have to define the rest of your life. Just because I majored in public relations doesn't mean I always have to do public relations. My last and final tip is pretty broad, but it's that it'll all work out. No matter what you choose as your major, what your classes are, everything will work out in the end. If you don't know what you're doing going into college, just know that it'll work out for you. You will find what you want to do. You will find a major that works for you. Just have hope and patience that it will all work out, and it will. Just remember that fact and keep working hard at what you love and what you want, and in the end, life will be good. That's all I have for why I chose my major and how to choose your own major. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope it was helpful for some of you. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave any comments down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.